Well, a very good evening to you from Antananarivo in Madagascar, where we have live coverage for you coming up of this 2022 World Cup qualifier between the home side here, Madagascar, playing Benin this evening. And there is a carnival atmosphere of sorts inside the stadium, up to 10,000 fans allowed in for this one. There has been some toing and froing about how many fans would get into this game today. But in the end, a compromise number of 10,000, which is about a quarter of this stadium's capacity. It's about half what the country's president had hoped would be able to attend the game tonight. But nonetheless, lots of matches in these African World Cup qualifiers this weekend being played behind closed doors. Not this one, and it is a huge occasion for these teams in qualifying Group J, Madagascar and Benin, along with the Democratic Republic of Congo and Tanzania, four countries for whom it would be a historic achievement to make it to the World Cup. It is, of course, a long road to qualification for the finals in Qatar at the end of next year. But the team that wins this group will be still in the running. That's all that counts for now before the final round in March of next year. That's what these teams are aiming for. Huge prize on offer, and we are about 10 minutes away from kick-off this evening, coming up to 7 in the evening here in Antananarivo, and the excitement is building ahead of this one between Madagascar and Benin. Well, Madagascar ranked 97th in the world, the 21st nation in Africa. It gives you an idea of where they stand in the African game. And in terms of Benin, well, they are slightly higher up the rankings, 86th in the world, 18th in Africa. For these two nations, it would be an extraordinary achievement to make it to the finals of the World Cup. Neither has ever been to the World Cup before, and of course it is a very, very big ask for these teams to make it to the finals. But if they can get off to a winning start, it will certainly give them hope ahead of the second round of fixtures, which comes at the beginning of next week, when Benin host the Democratic Republic of Congo, and Madagascar make a trip to Tanzania for their second game. It's all about getting off to a strong start for these sides, and very shortly the teams will be out here. We'll be able to take you through the starting lineups. Great to have you with us wherever you're tuning in from around the world this evening. Looking forward to this one. Maybe intrigued to see what's on offer from these two teams. And Madagascar and Benin, their two starting lineups made up entirely of players based beyond their country's borders. The majority of the players on display tonight plying their trade at club level in Europe. The officials getting ready to come out for this one. They will lead the way before the teams follow.
Saluons les équipes nationales de Madagascar et du Bénin.
So out come the teams here in Antananarivo at the Stade Barea for this opening game in qualifying Group J here in African qualifying for the 2022 World Cup between Madagascar and Benin, two countries aiming, dreaming of qualifying for the World Cup for the first time in their history. Two nations who enjoyed great runs at the Africa Cup of Nations in Egypt in 2019, capturing the hearts of their respective nations, and now hoping to get off to the ideal start here in this group in qualifying for the next World Cup in Qatar. Before kick-off this evening, we will, of course, stand for the national anthems.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne national du Benin.
First of all, it will be the national anthem of Benin. Well, that was L'Aube Nouvelle, the dawn of a new day, the national anthem of Benin. Now time for the national anthem of Madagascar. The national anthem then of Madagascar, and certainly the crowd here enjoyed that. Up to 10,000 fans inside Stade Barea this evening for this one, as Madagascar, this island nation with a population of around 28.5 million people, get their campaign to qualify for Qatar 2022 underway against the Squirrels of Benin this evening. Time for a quick team photo for the Madagascar players. Their captain, the number 13, Anicet Abel, kneeling down bottom right there in that team photograph. And this Madagascar team beginning a new journey. They have got a recently appointed coach in Eric Rabisandratana, the former Paris Saint-Germain captain who once played for Madagascar at international level, and is now in charge of the Barea, this Madagascar team, with Anicet Abel, the captain. And look out for the number 18, Ryan Raveloson, who plays his club football in MLS these days with LA Galaxy. There is Eric Rabisandratana, the 48-year-old, born and brought up in France, but with Malagasy roots. He replaced Nicolas Dupuis as coach earlier this year. Our officials this evening are from Zimbabwe. Brighton Chimene is the referee, and there with the two skippers, Anicet and the Benin captain, Khaled Adeno. Let's look at the Benin starting lineup. 8 of their starters this evening play their club football in France. The star man, surely the number 9, Steve Mounier, who now plays in Ligue 1 in France for Brest. Previously had a spell in the English Premier League with Huddersfield Town. Look out as well for the number 4, Cedric Untonji. He is part of the Clermont team that won promotion to the French top flight at the end of last season. So then we are ready for kickoff here. That's the Madagascar bench. Off we go then, and an almighty din around the Stade Barea here in Antananarivo as Madagascar get us underway against Benin. The road to Qatar 2022 begins here for these teams. A crowd of about 10,000 in the stadium this evening for this one. And Madagascar looking to follow up their remarkable achievement in making it to the quarter-finals of the Africa Cup of Nations in Egypt in 2019. An incredible performance from them. There's a distinctive French influence on the two benches this evening. Benin with a player down already. Melvin Doremus is the number 12, the Benin fullback. And the Zimbabwean referee just coming across to check on Doremus. We will need a drop ball to get things going again. Well, imperative for these two teams to get off to a strong start in qualifying, particularly, of course, Madagascar with home advantage here this evening. They do not want to squander that, and it's a massive occasion. You can, I'm sure, hear the noise of the crowd in the stands here in the capital, Antananarivo. This is a new stadium, albeit one built on an existing ground. There's been a big investment in this venue, creating a stadium worthy of this national team, the Barea, as they're popularly known here in Madagascar. And the home team with a bit of early possession. You can see in the centre circle, the number 13, the captain, Anicet Abel. He will hold the midfield together. As that ball, long ball forward, is headed behind for the first corner of the game. The target was Loïc Lapoussin, the number 17 on the left flank. Benin have to regroup here for the corner. Well, this stadium will explode if Madagascar can get an early goal. Punched away by Satounan Alagbe, the goalkeeper. Picked up by Ibrahim Amada, still with the home team here. Another attempt at the cross, and once again, Benin happy to get it clear. Well, he had to get that after committing himself, Alagbe, and he did well. Romain Métanire taking the throw from Madagascar. Métanire continuing his run. Low ball into the edge of the 6-yard box. Cleared away again by the Benin defence. Now with Doremus. Launches it downfield to nobody in particular. Steve Mounier will be the target man for Benin today, but that one picked up by Thomas Fontaine. A lot of these players know each other very well. Playing their club football in France. Thumped away downfield. Camera here inside the Stade Barrière today, high up in this main stand, giving us almost a bird's eye view of the action on the pitch as Madagascar come forward with Loïc Lapoussin. He's got the break of the ball here, Lapoussin, the ball with the outside of the right foot. Looking for Hakim Abdallah in the middle. And once again, Alagbe having to come and punch that ball clear, and the Benin goalkeeper has taken a knock here. It is a high-octane start to this game, and I think I've seen it a few times at the beginning of this club season in Europe that you maybe forgot over the course of last season how much the intensity drops when a game is played in an empty stadium behind closed doors. And in a number of leagues in Europe now, the stadiums are full again, like in English Premier League, like in France, where a lot of these players apply their trade, and it does lead to higher intensity in the action, and we're seeing that already in the first 5 minutes here. For Benin, really, it's going to be a case of weathering the early storm. Maybe a chance for them to get forward down the right-hand side, but too much on the ball. Jérôme Mombris will take the throw. Back to Alagbe. Bit of a heavy touch from the Benin goalkeeper. Now, here come the away side. First chance for them to attack. Doremus. Doremus with the high ball, which will run out for the goal kick. The other game in Group J, finishing earlier today at the Tepe Mazembe Stadium in Lubumbashi. One draw between the Democratic Republic of Congo and Tanzania. Metania forced back the way. Bapassi, the number 5, give it to the goalkeeper, Melvin Adrian. Now with Mombris, the left back, Ibrahim Amada. Sit deep in that home midfield with Anicet Abel, the captain. Metania to the skipper. Across to Mombris on the left, Lapoussin in front of him. Ball towards Raveloson, couldn't quite find its target. Well, the two sets of players, I think, just struggling a little bit to get to grips with the pace of the playing surface here. Romain Metania to take the throw. There's that earlier game in the group today between DR Congo and Tanzania, a 1-1 draw. Dimersi Mbukani had given DR Congo the lead midway through the first half, but Simon Msuva with the equaliser for Tanzania. Really, that's a result that can suit whoever comes out on top in this game today, as we see the back of Michel Doussouye, the Benin coach, the Frenchman with vast experience of the African game. Dorimus take the throw here for Benin. Alinvi for Benin. Oh, it's a fantastic shot. Bent just wide of the far post from Matteo Alinvi. Benin not far away from taking the lead here and silencing the Stade Barea. Quite something for them to get the opening goal today. And, it is 0-0, 10 minutes into this one. In terms of their status in the African game, in the world game, Benin might be considered as the slight favourites today. 86th in the world compared to 97th in the world. Neither nation has been to the World Cup before. See Eric Rabisondratana standing on the edge of his technical area, the Madagascar coach. But after a frantic start to this game, Benin are beginning to get the ball on the deck and play some football here, and Matteo Alinvi wins the free kick, the Benin number 7. Notable victories yesterday in qualifying for Senegal. They beat Togo 2-0, and for Egypt as well, 1-0 winners against Angola. Very fine result indeed that for the Egyptians. Of course, the big storyline coming into these qualifiers was Mohamed Salah, one of the players not released for international duty by his club, Liverpool. Benin on the ball again. Sogba trying to dig out the cross from the right-hand side, picked up by Thomas Fontaine and cleared forward, and Benin winning the ball back cleanly in the eyes of the referee. And there's the shot from a very long way out, which will drift behind. Well, gives us a chance to see that opportunity again. Matteo Alinvi trying the shot. What a fantastic hit it was, trying to pick out the far corner. In fairness to Melvin Adrian, the goalkeeper, I think he had that post covered. Ball forward by Fontaine. Ball forward once more, looking for Hakim Abdallah, who's playing through the middle of that Madagascar attack. Satona Alagbe in the Benin goal. Player who does have experience of the top flight of French football. Alagbe will choose to send this one long. I've got a big target man to aim at in Mounier. Free kick given away by Steve Mounier. I said before that Madagascar have never qualified for the World Cup before. In qualifying for the 2018 tournament in Russia, they went out in the second round of qualifying, a two-legged tie against Senegal. Very difficult draw for them at the time. They went no further. It must be said that the format was different for the 2018 tournament. At least now they do have the expanded group stage at the beginning of the qualifying campaign. And just a reminder of the format here in African qualifying. 10 groups of 4, and the winners of each group advancing to the final round of qualifying here in Africa. And that is when the places in Qatar will be definitively up for grabs, with 5 home and away ties, the winner of each going through to the finals. And of course you would expect the likes of Algeria, the reigning African champions, Senegal and Egypt, given the quality that they have, to probably be in there. This group in a way looks rather more open. DR Congo might be strongly fancied, but they've not been to the World Cup before. And not a brilliant start for them today against Tanzania, that 1-1 draw. There's Thomas Fontaine. This game has calmed down a bit after the frantic early exchanges. Amada with the long ball forward, looking for Abdallah. Abdallah nodding it down, but the referee spotting a foul by Raveloson. Zimbabwean official deciding that there was a pull, I think, from Raveloson. Oh, heavy touch from Asogba. Picked up by Raveloson. Cross towards the far post, and again it's overhit, and I have to say that I've seen a lot of that in the first 15 minutes here. Overhit passes, slick playing surface in Antananarivo. Stand described cost about $77 million to construct. It is a fantastic venue for this game. It was initially due to take place behind closed doors, despite the efforts of the local authorities here to get 20,000 fans in. The plan was that 12,000 of those would have been members of the public getting in for free, and then 8,000 VIPs getting their place for the inauguration of the new stadium. In the end, compromise solution found. One or two concerns about going ahead straight away with letting so many fans into the stadium. It's been so recently built. Passé forwards. Paulin Voavi, Amada. Two men sitting deep in that Madagascar midfield. Amada and Anisette, the captain. Benin on the ball again. Melvin Dorimus. Alinvi. Desiree Segbe playing on the left flank for Benin. Dorimus had made the run ahead of him. Dorimus again. There's Amada. It's been a very busy few days around the world of football. So many of these players based in Europe, and of course the transfer window in Europe shutting this week on Tuesday night at the end of August. Some very big moves for some very big name players. A couple of the Madagascar team have been on the lookout for a new club after being released at the end of last season, including the captain Aniset, who was on the books at the leading Bulgarian side, Ludogorets. Aniset. It was a very poor ball indeed. Pounced upon by Benin. And a bit of a let-off for Madagascar once again. And that slack ball given straight to Alinvi. Alinvi looking up and cross landing on the roof of the net to the relief of Melvin Adrian, the Madagascar goalkeeper. As we await the opening goal here, we await first attempt of note on target. Benin beginning to knock on the door. Raveloson giving it to Romain Metania. Metania's high-flighted ball to the edge of the box, picked up by Jordan Adioti for Benin. This is Alinvi. Alinvi looking across to the far side, and Steve Mounier having to leave that ball. He knew he was in an offside position. Madagascar 0, Benin 0. I mentioned Madagascar's early exit in qualifying for the last World Cup. Similar situation for Benin. They were beaten in a two-leg second-round tie by Burkina Faso in the qualifying campaign for 2018. Still looking to qualify for the World Cup for the first time, which would be an incredible achievement for the country of less than 12 million people. Small neighbour of Nigeria. Of course, the Nigerians have a great footballing tradition, and another neighbour of Benin's, Togo, made it to the World Cup, didn't they, back in 2006, and Benin, they fancy a piece of the pie. Corner is flighted in, there's the header, and there is the goal. Benin take the lead and silence the Stade Barea here. And really it's a goal that's been coming. They have that formidable quality in attack. Steve Mounier, the striker, former Premier League striker, capable of scoring with a towering header like that. And they have made the most of his presence to get the goal here midway through the first half. Mounier had the running jump and rising just outside the 6-yard box to smash in that header low into the net. Beyond the dive of Melvin Adrian, the goalkeeper. Really well taken by Mounier. A player with 10 goals in the French top flight since the start of last season, Steve Mounier. And with the breakthrough for Benin this evening. Well, can Madagascar respond to that setback? Sogba send that long downfield. And back it comes to Melvin Adrian in goal. Netanya. Oh, once again, a heavy touch. Bapassi, the player guilty on that occasion. Like Rabisondra Tana. There's quite a presence in the Madagascar technical area, but He will be thinking now about how his team can get back into this game. Danger is that they might get overrun here. Benin very much on top. Metania down the line. Romain Metania and Paulin Voivy could keep it in play. Alinvi certainly heavily involved in the midfield, the Benin number 7. That one running behind for a goal kick. The referee has given a foul. Madagascar's way. There is Eric Rabesondratana. Story of his appointment really causing quite a lot of controversy in Madagascar. He replaced the Frenchman Nicolas Dupuis, who took the team to the Africa Cup of Nations 2 years ago, but was suspended from his duties in April of this year after they failed to make it to the next Cup of Nations, which we played in Cameroon early in the new year. And the Malagasy Football Federation here saying that he'd been spending more time pursuing his commercial interests than focusing on the team, and effectively that was why they decided to let Dupuis go. But certainly a big moment in the country's recent footballing history, given what Dupuis had done in taking them to the finals in Egypt. That brilliant run they went on. Metania's cross is a good one. Hakim Abdallah throwing himself at it, but unable to connect. Cedric Huntonji with the long clearance downfield. Now Benin can come again. Desiré Segbe. Dorimus, the left back, making the run ahead of him. Pass was looking for Mounier, but it runs through to Adrien, the goalkeeper who plays in the lower leagues in France with Louan Cuiseau. They have actually got a Paris Saint-Germain player on the bench, Madagascar. Mathias Randriamami, the teenager, is the substitute goalkeeper this evening, who belongs to PSG. It's quite a long way from breaking into the PSG first team, given that they've just signed Gianluigi Donnarumma to compete with Keylor Navas for the number 1 jersey. But Randriamami did recently sign his first professional contract with the Parisians. A 3-year deal, certainly one to look out for in the years to come. As the corner is terrible waste from Madagascar. Contrast that with what Benin did from the corner at the other end a few minutes ago. Touch on by Abdallah. And a chance for the shot from long range. Wasted by Ryan Raveloson. Seton Alagbe had to deal with a couple of very awkward high balls in the first few minutes. Goalkeeper who played at the Cup of Nations with Benin a couple of years ago. Mounier does well. Superb play on the right-hand side. The cross looking for Aline Veed, come into the box. Dorimus now for Benin. A very disappointing delivery from Melvin Dorimus. Michel Dussuyer, who was a goalkeeper in his playing days. His hometown team, Cannes. See that superb piece of play again on the right-hand side from Benin here. Thomas Fontaine. Passé alongside him. This is Oman Metania, whose control lets him down. Melvin Dorimus to take the throw here for Benin. Picked up though by Poulain Voavi. And maybe Madagascar can go again. This is Lapoussin. We've not seen much of Loic Lapoussin on that left flank. Passy once again. Will be a Madagascar throw, which Metania will take. Romain Metania. The free kick has been given by the Zimbabwean referee. That was why Ryan Raveloson grappling with his opposite number. Bit of frustration creeping in maybe for Madagascar here. They trail Benin by a goal to nil, a third of the way through this match. Dave Mounier with the thumping header midway through the first half, the Brest player. This first round of matches in the second round of qualifying here in Africa. The first round, the preliminary stage, held a couple of years ago now, of course. Had the long delays to the schedule because of the pandemic. Things still only slowly, gradually getting back to normal, hence the limited number of fans in the ground this evening. Free kick is given. Foul on Alinvi, the crunching challenge on him. And Matteo Alinvi is struggling to get back to his feet here. Certainly making an impression. Another one who has played in the top flight in France. Eric Rabio-Sandratana was a top-class player in France in his day with PSG. Free kick launched high into the penalty box. Always looking for the height, not just to Mounier, but Cedric Guntonji as well, a giant central defender who can come forward and cause problems. And Madagascar are struggling to deal with the height that Benin can offer in the penalty box, and their threat at set pieces is very real. And that's a chance for the home team to come forward. Raveloson with Voavi. Romain Metania. Last touch came off Dorimus. It will be a Madagascar throw. Romain Metania to take it. The defender is one of two in the Madagascar team who plays in Major League Soccer in the US. Metania with Minnesota United. Fantastic atmosphere here in Antananarivo this evening, and Madagascar eager to make up for their disappointment at failing to qualify for the next Cup of Nations. The kind of event that these countries should be getting to. Of course, the Cup of Nations is now expanded to 24 teams in the finals. It means that there is a much better chance for a lot of the continent's representatives to make it to the finals and have their big day, like Madagascar and Benin had in Egypt a couple of years ago. Madagascar finished third in their qualifying group for the upcoming finals in Cameroon. They were behind the Ivory Coast, you would expect that, but disappointment at finishing behind Ethiopia as well. And in the end, had they won their last qualifier at home to Niger, the worst side in the group, they would actually have gone through, but instead they drew 0-0 and they failed to make it. Ethiopia went through instead. Madagascar have got themselves a free kick here though. Well, good running by Lapoussin and the challenge by Jordan Adiotti. And then the follow-up challenge on Hakim Abdallah was not too clever either, but it's the first tackle for which the free kick has been given, and Ibrahim Amada will take it. Well, can they get an equalising goal before half-time? Ibrahim Amada, the Qatar-based midfielder, not like that. They're not going to get an equaliser with an attempt on goal like that one from Amada. Still rising now, I think, the free kick. Benin in front, and this busy day of qualifying across Africa. Niger playing Burkina Faso in Group A at the moment, and Namibia taking on Congo Brazzaville. They are a goal up, the home team in that game in Group H. It's the away team who have the lead here in Group J. Amada. Lawson immediately closed down. Really good play from Adiotti in the Benin midfield, and pass from Desiré Segbe was too far in front of Mounier, to the relief of Melvin Adrian, the Madagascar goalkeeper. And he set. Another slack ball. Possession once again given away very cheaply by the home team. Dorimus. Alinvi, slightly heavy touch from Alinvi that time. Amada from Madagascar. Jérôme Mombris on the left. And he set, the captain. Lapoussin. Mombris making the run outside him. After 7:30 in the evening here in Antananarivo, night fell very rapidly indeed in the hour or so leading up to kickoff here, as the stadium was gradually filling up. We are in the interior of this enormous island in the Indian Ocean. Antananarivo, the biggest city, population of about 1.3 million people, and it's very high up too, about 1,300 meters above sea level. Something maybe for Benin to factor into their preparations for this game, but they don't seem to be affected by it at all. Not quite the same as South American World Cup qualifying. The altitude in places like La Paz and Quito, but nonetheless it could have an impact as the game goes on. Anicet Abel to deliver the free kick here. What a great delivery. Might still turn into something though. And it was Desiré Segbe tracking back who had to get a touch on that to concede the corner before Romain Métanire could connect with the ball in the penalty box, and Madagascar with the chance from another set piece here. Once again it will be Amada to take it. Giant screen behind the goal. One of the features of this impressive new stadium. So it comes back to Melvin Adrian. Métanire to Anicet Abel again for Madagascar. Not really a surprise that Benin are happy for Madagascar players to have the ball, have possession. They've got real quality in the central midfield, Benin, with Jordan Adioti breaking up the play, biting at the ankles of the Madagascar midfielders, and Matteo Alinvi alongside him, who can really make things happen. Adri Kossi in there as well. All across to the far side. Once again, it's overhit and not one that Lapoussin can get under control. Madagascar 0, Benin 1. The goal by Steve Mounier, former Huddersfield Town player. Globalisation of world football these days. Mounier was born in Benin but moved to France when he was still very young and was brought up there, began his playing career in France and is now back in the French game after that stint in the Premier League with Huddersfield. Huddersfield were unable to maintain their Premier League status. Métanire with the throw for Abdallah. Lapoussin to take the free kick right in front of the Benin coach, Michel Dussuyer, as Alagbe comes to collect. Satono Alagbe very comfortable. Gives it to Untonji. Into the final few minutes of the first half here. Reminder of the draw earlier today between DR Congo and Tanzania in the same Group J. And a reminder as well of just how busy and compact the schedule will be in this section. 6 group games, each team playing twice this month, twice next month, and then twice in November as well. And then the third round will complete the qualifying series. That will be in March next year. Two-legged ties, and then of course the finals in Qatar will be at the end of next year. The World Cup in November and December for the first time. Mounier driving forwards. Caught from behind by the tackle, but it will be a goal kick. Well, either Mounier thinks it should be a corner or he thinks it should be a free kick. Not completely sure there, but the Zimbabwean referee giving the decision the home side's way. This is Thomas Fontaine. Half-time is approaching here in Antananarivo. Mapoussin has switched sides with Poulain Voavi for the final minutes of this first half. Kamada with the ball across to the far side for Mombris. Kamada with a good ball towards Voavi. If he can keep this in play, if he can get to it first. Very well defended. Well, it was Cedric Untonji mopping up the giant Benin centre-back. Now the decision has gone against the away team. Sebio Suku, the man on the right flank for Benin, conceding the free kick, and we head into stoppage time at the end of the first half. There will be 1 minute added on here in Antananarivo. You can see the Hollywood-style sign on the hill in the background above the stadium, lighting up the night sky here. Free kick is played in, and Voavi will try to make something of it, trying the quick turn, but the ball coming straight to Alagbe. That probably will be the end of the first half action. It's been frantic at times, but Benin just shown a bit more quality at certain points in this first half. They got the goal. Textbook header from Steve Mounier. And there is the half-time whistle, and at the moment they are heading for a very impressive victory to begin their campaign here in Group J. Steve Mounier midway through the first half with the goal in Antananarivo this evening, and Madagascar are going to have to respond in the second half. They've not really troubled Saturnin Alagbe in the Benin goal as yet. It's Madagascar 0, Benin 1 at half-time.
Maya kan bisa misulang ke kan benar? Sih. Sama mama,
Mitangana Malagasul Fatana Fandresa Mbain Niteu Atika Mandesi Away
Yeah. Andreas? Well, welcome back to Antananarivo. The players coming back out again for the second half of this Group J qualifier for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Madagascar currently trailing Benin by a goal to nil. Rabisandra Tana, the former PSG captain, will have had some words at the interval to try to rouse the home players. Benin in front thanks to goal from their number 9, Steve Mounier. And it's Benin who get us underway in the second half of this one. Currently on course for a fantastic victory to begin this group. A goal from Mounier midway through the first half, the bullet header from the corner, and Madagascar in response have not really offered very much, it must be said. It's been frantic at times. It's been not an awful lot of quality in the final third from the home team. Benin, in contrast, always looking dangerous when they get forward with Mounier. Haven't seen too much of the wide players, Sebio Suku and Desiré Segbe, but nonetheless, I do feel there is more to come from this Benin team. At the moment looking like a 4-1-4-1 for them, with Mounier up front on his own, and Madagascar in possession. Hamada. Picked up by Anicet Abel. Ball looking for Mumbris on the left-hand side. Jérôme Mumbris, who plays in the French second tier for Guingamp. Born and brought up in France. There are a lot of players in the two teams in that situation. In the case of Jérôme Mumbris, born in Brittany. His father from the island of Réunion in the Indian Ocean, not too far away from Madagascar. And he has roots here in Madagascar through his grandfather, and that's what enabled him to play for the Barea. Another player with vast experience of the French game, who has been involved with Madagascar in the recent past, is Jérémy Morel, who's a left-back or central defender, who's played for the likes of Marseille and Lyon. He's not available for these qualifiers. Did play at the Cup of Nations a couple of years ago. No changes anyway to either team at the interval. Interception by Mumbris. Here comes Jérôme Mumbris again. He's shoved to the ground by Asogba. And the referee says play on. Strong links to France in the two teams, and as mentioned earlier, 8 members of the Benin starting lineup play their club football in France at different levels. Sebio Suku, who's on the ground, is taking the knock. He's one of the few players in the Benin team who doesn't play in France. He's based in the German game with Sandhausen in the second tier. He played in the top flight of the Bundesliga last season with Arminia Bielefeld. And a free kick given Madagascar's way. There is Eric Rabisondratana watching on. He's 48 now. Former PSG captain. He played just one game for Madagascar in a friendly, by which time he was already a veteran in 2007. Mumbris. He's actually worked a lot of the time as a pundit since his playing days on French television and French radio. Eric Rabisondratana, quite a difference to his opposite number this evening, Michel Dussuyer, who has that terrific experience of coaching in the African game. And here come his Benin team surging forward again with Youssouf Assogba, the right back. Cross blocked by the defender. Thomas Fontaine, who's the one member of the Madagascar team this evening who plays in Ligue 1 in France for Lorient, although he hasn't often been in the Lorient team of late. Youssouf Assogba struggling to get back to his feet, the young right back. Assogba's long throw. Kossi goes back to the captain, Adenon. Untonji. To Untonji again. Abdallah. Madagascar centre forward looking for the ball over the top. Run through to Alagbe. Saturn Alagbe still not really been overly troubled in this game. Just a couple of high balls into the box in the early stages. Sogba with the touch forward, and the free kick is given. A foul by Jérôme Mombris. Benin, number 14, Sibio Suku, who's born and brought up in Germany. One of those who played at the Cup of Nations a couple of years ago. And Tunji will send the free kick forward. Alvin Adrian with the long kick downfield this time. We need to get the wingers more involved in the game. Madagascar, Boulain Voivy and Loic Lapoussard, the two players on the flanks, and it's been a very trying evening thus far through the middle of the attack for the centre forward Hakim Abdallah. Comes Sibio Suku. Guinea has peeled out to the right-hand side this time, but chance for Benin for the second goal, and the shot is off target. A big opportunity for that man Aline V again, driving forward from midfield. Played in by Suku. Great driving run this from Sibio Suku, and look at Aline V in support. Pass slipped in behind the centre-back Bapassi. And Aline V off target. Great running from Sibio Suku, and we didn't see that much from him in the first half. We did see quite a lot of Aline V. It looked like he was just onside when that pass was played. It could have been 2-0, but instead it is a corner, and Sibio Suku will take it. And the header at the back post is over the bar. Rabisandra Tana to find a way for his team to get back into this game. At the moment, it does look more likely that Benin will get the second goal than Madagascar finding an equaliser. Steve Mounier midway through the first half. That is a goal that separates the teams for the moment. Rodrigue Kossi back the way. Captain Khaled Adenon, whose pass is easily cut out here. Abdallah struggled to keep this in play, manages to dig out the cross, but it's collected by Alagbe. Well, that is a warning to Benin. The way in which they gave possession away cheaply in their own half. Long kick downfield all the way to Mounier. Needed a better pass though for Sibio Suku. It's picked up by Bapassi. Interception by Adiotti. Doremus. Abdallah here trying to turn away from Untonji. And out comes Satuna Alagbe to dive at the feet of Hakim Abdallah. Madagascar number 9. Plays his club football in Belgium. 2 of the Madagascar attack are based in Belgium. Abdallah with Lierse and Luc Lapoussin, who plays for the Brussels club Union Saint-Gilloise. Mounier ending up on the floor. Play on, says the referee. Montbrice. Madagascar are getting ready to make a change. It will be a fresh striker coming on by the looks of it. The number 12 is Alexandre Ramalangon. Let's see if that is going to be a straight swap with Hakim Abdallah up front.
Remplacement pour Madagascar. Le joueur numéro 11.
Okay, well, it's in fact Paulin Voivy who's being replaced by Alexandre Ramalangon. That might possibly mean Hakim Abdallah moving out to the side. This is Voivy. Involved a few moments ago, that chance. Pass for Abdallah was overhit. And Abdallah tried to turn away from Untonji unsuccessfully. Alexandre Ramalangon looks to be in the middle at the moment. Let's just see if there's going to be a change in formation, perhaps, for the Barea of Madagascar. Lost possession here to Suku. Steve Mounier waiting for some support. He is a class above the majority of the players on the field here, Steve Mounier. 10 goals in Ligue 1 in France since the beginning of last season for the Brest player. He's already played against Paris Saint-Germain in Ligue 1 at the beginning of this season. Didn't play against Lionel Messi or Neymar. Neither of them were involved in that game which PSG won in Brittany a couple of weeks ago at the end of last month. Kylian Mbappe did play in that game. Cross blocked and behind for another Benin corner here. Come up to the hour mark in this one here in Antananarivo. And Sibio Suku is going to go across to take this. For the Squirrels of Benin, looking to qualify for the World Cup for the first time in their history. The country of less than 12 million people, not one of Africa's bigger nations, not one of the footballing powerhouses of the continent. They're looking to get off to a winning start in a group that they will feel is one that they can target to win. DR Congo and Tanzania, the other teams in it. Makes a better delivery than that, though. Jerome Montbrice with the throw for Madagascar. He's given that ball away. Top by Mounier. There'll be perhaps one or two legs beginning to tire soon. Temperature here at the moment is absolutely fine. It's not too warm, not too cold. Our Number of fans in the stands with their jackets on, about 15 degrees at the moment. Past 8 o'clock in the evening. Rabisondratana with the hoodie on. He's not got a lot of experience in managing, Rabisondratana. He did have a spell as an assistant coach working in the USA for a while. Lapoussin. Trying to get it to Ryan Raveloson. We haven't seen enough of him. Very talented midfielder for Madagascar, but a very disappointing pass. Brice giving it to Lapoussin again. Oh, Madagascar winning the free kick. Another throw. Comes back to Hamada now with Anisette. To Fontaine. It does look like Raveloson has moved across to the right-hand side. Lapoussin playing almost like an inside left at the moment, with Hamalangon up front in support of Hakim Abdallah. Sibio Suku not in a rush to take this here in Antananarivo this evening. Quick turnaround, remember, for the two teams. In action again at the beginning of next week. Asogba will take this and look to launch the long throw into the box. And a heavy touch has given possession back to the home team, but Benin have it again. Not really anybody to aim at in the middle. Mounier wasn't there, and it will be a goal kick to the home side. That is Loic Lapoussin, the number 17 for Madagascar, on the left. Abdallah and Hamalangon together through the middle of the attack, and Raveloson on the right-hand side now. Here is Ryan Raveloson. That's a good ball in, but straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Well, perhaps if somebody had attacked the near post, it might have been a chance for Madagascar. The reverse meeting of these teams will be played in November. Madagascar looking for the equalising goal. The curling shot harmlessly wide. And Ryan Raveloson moved to MLS recently. At the end of the last French season, he was part of the Troyes team in France, who won promotion to Ligue 1, but he opted to move to Major League Soccer and play for LA Galaxy, and he's been a bit of a star in MLS. He scored a couple of fantastic goals, a brilliant overhead kick in a match against the Portland Timbers, a volley against the Colorado Rapids. He has shown that he can finish, but they need a bit more from him this evening, must be said. Reminder that Madagascar head to Dar es Salaam on Tuesday evening to play Tanzania. And that is after Tuesday, rather Monday afternoon. Benin are at home against the Democratic Republic of Congo in Cotonou. major city in Benin. As the free kick is given, a foul by Asogba. Well, the Zimbabwean referee this evening has not been in a hurry to reach for his pocket, and again he will let that one go. Lapoussin will stand over the free kick here. Lapoussin, one of the French-born contingent in this Madagascar team, to deliver the free kick. We are midway through the second half now. Lapoussin's delivery is very disappointing. Well, there's maybe not enough top quality in the Madagascar ranks. It's down to the coach in these cases to build a team that is greater than the sum of its parts. Lapoussin, playing in the French lower leagues for Red Star, did very well after moving to Belgium, helped Union Saint-Gilloise win promotion to the Belgian top division. But there hasn't been any top quality in the Madagascar team today, it has to be said. That is disappointing for them. And the clock is slowly ticking down. Ball cut out by Untonji, picked up by Adiotti in midfield. It's good play from Jordan Adiotti. And the free kick is given. Challenged by Lapoussin. Sogba is the player down. Khaled Adhanom, the captain, just coming across to check on him. Caught late by Lapoussin, still the referee not in a hurry to reach for his pocket. And Benin perhaps not in a hurry to restart the action here. You can hear the whistles from the impatient Madagascar supporters. It is in fact Rodrigue Kossi who is down, and discussions going on among the Madagascar technical staff. Is Eric Rabisandratana going to make a change here? Feel that he needs to do something else. The introduction of Alexandre Ramalangon has not yet helped swing this match the home team's way. Rodrigue Kossi coming along to the touchline. The only member of the Benin starting lineup tonight who plays his club football in Africa with Club Africain of Tunisia, one of the top clubs on the continent. Well, Benin are thinking about the change themselves now. It's that stage in the game. We're waiting for the ball to go out of play so they can make that substitution. Sembio Suku for Benin. Just trying to hold on to the ball. He's won the free kick up against Abdallah. And Benin will make the change now. So Rodrigue Kossi's evening has come to an end. And it's Moïse Adileu who is taking his place. Well, it's a defensive midfielder being replaced by Adileu, who is a centre-back by trade. It may be that he just slots into deep midfield role. It may be that they change the formation to cope with the extra attacking players in the Madagascar ranks. Alexandre Ramalangon is on for the home team. Benin sensing the opportunity to run the clock down here. They've not really created many chances in the second half, and Sembio Suku has spent a lot of time on the ground. Well, I think Ramalangon will feel that ball was there to be won. Possibly worth emphasising here that, of course, we see a lot of VAR used in leading leagues and competitions around the world these days. There is no VAR in these qualifiers. It has been brought in the European World Cup qualifiers belatedly as of this week, but we don't have VAR in place here. It's not straightforward to implement. Has been used in a couple of major games on the African continent in recent times. Maybe the day will come when we do see it in these competitions, but not for now. Of course, very busy period for African national teams with the resumption of the World Cup qualifying campaign. The start of it, really, for the majority of teams, it was only the lower ranked nations who were involved in the first round, the preliminary stage, a couple of years ago now. And earlier this year, of course, they completed the qualifying campaign for the Africa Cup of Nations, which was supposed to be played at the start of this year, in January and February in Cameroon, but was postponed, of course, because of the pandemic. Like many other major competitions, it will take place at the beginning of next year in Cameroon. Madagascar will not be there, and Benin will not be there either. And it wasn't for want of trying, because he just missed out to Sierra Leone for second place in the qualifying group for the Africa Cup of Nations, which was won by their neighbours Nigeria. It was a remarkable end to the campaign, because it was a match that was meant to be played in Freetown in March, but was postponed because the Benin team refused to take to the field after 5 of their lineup were told they were positive for COVID just before kick-off. Benin would have been missing, amongst others, Steve Mounier, their star player. The match didn't take place. Both teams appealed, hoping to get a 3-0 forfeit victory. Those appeals were rejected. The game in the end was played in Conakry in Guinea. But initially the match didn't go ahead. Sierra Leone refused to play because 6 of their players tested positive, and then a day later in June it eventually did go ahead. Sierra Leone won 1-0, and Benin missed out on a place at the next Cup of Nations. Madagascar then making another change. Ibrahim Amada is off, and Carolus comes on for them. It's a holding midfielder being replaced, and an attacking player coming on. Benin could be in here. Mounier cuts it back, and it's stopped just in front of the line. It was a chance for Benin to probably end this as a contest. Madagascar having to throw everything forward now. It's given away by Adioti. And he's set, playing it to Raveloson. He's come back infield. Oh, the long-range attempt on goal is turned behind. Madagascar corner then. Still hope for the home team. Benin get it clear. And the aerial collision, and the referee immediately calling for the medical staff to come onto the field here. It's Jordan Adioti who is down for Benin. Ramalangon's shot earlier turned behind by Alagbe. That's why they brought Ramalangon on. Give him a bit more attacking thrust. This was the chance at the other end. Sibio Suku playing in Munier, trying to cut it back. And Desiree Segbe arriving in the 6-yard box. Sondratana. It's not clear how long he will be in charge of Madagascar following the departure of Nicolas Dupuis earlier this year. Is it going to be a long-running thing? Base kick. Abel for Madagascar. Still trail by a goal to nil. Metania forward, one for Abdallah to chase, and covering was Khaled Adenon. Not all straightforward for Benin this evening. They've been deprived of the services of a couple of important players for them. The defender Olivier Verdon, who is injured, and the midfielder Jodel Dossou, who was outstanding for Clermont in France last season when they won promotion to the top flight. Has done really well at the beginning of this campaign as well for Clermont in Ligue 1 in France, but he is not involved. Injured as well. And despite that, they are in front here and getting ready to make another change. Lapoussin. It's great running from Loic Lapoussin. He's still going here. Cut back towards Abdallah in the middle. Well, Abdallah unable to make anything of it. Well, that was the moment for Madagascar. We've not really seen any of that from them this evening. A real bit of quality in the final third. It came from Loic Lapoussin on the left. Away in between Nasogba and Untonji, and the cut back towards Abdallah, who just couldn't adjust his body in time to receive that ball. Benin getting ready to make the change. They're not in a hurry to do anything at the moment in this second half. Linvi runs through to Melvin Adrian, the goalkeeper. Romain Metania. Well, now we do see a card produced. The first one of the game. Excitement is rising. Madagascar look to do something with the free kick here. Carolus, the substitute, standing over it. I think it was Adenon who was booked. Carolus with the delivery. It's a good ball in, and it's just beyond the reach of a couple of green shirts in the middle. Oh, it should surely have been equalising goal. It was Bapassi up from the back who threw himself at that ball and couldn't reach it. Well, the Benin defence all at sea, and that is a big let-off for them. Bapassi getting away from Munier. Here they come again. Kaolus has got Ramalangon in the middle. Abdallah as well. Plays it across the 6-yard box towards Lapoussin at the back post, and the Benin defence standing firm again. Alexander Ramalangon, who plays in the 3rd division in France for Sedan. Madagascar having to throw everything at this in the final minutes. And Benin getting ready to make a couple more changes here. Lapoussin. Benin with that change early with Moïse Adileu coming on, slotting into the defence. They're making that double change now. Matteo Alinvi is heading off here. He might not be in a great hurry to come off the pitch. And Désiré Segbe is coming off as well. Charbel Gomez coming on for him. He is an attacking player, based in the French 2nd tier with Amiens. Désiré Segbe plays in the French 2nd tier as well, for Dunkirk. See these chances again for Madagascar. Carolus with the ball in, but the action is ongoing. Pressure still on here. Picked up by Dorimus. He's got a bit of time to deal with this one. Launch downfield. Too long for Romain Metania. We are into the final 5 minutes of the 90. Confirmation of that change, Junior Olaitan plays in the local league in Benin for Ayema, taking the place of Matteo Alinvi. He's had a very impressive game tonight in midfield, the France-based youngster with Dijon in the 2nd tier. Michel Dussuyer very animated in his technical area. Benin trying to reorganise to deal with this Madagascar offensive in the 2nd half. For the moment they're holding on, and let's see if they can see this one out. Confirmation as well, the other change, not Khaled Adhanom, but Désiré Segbe being replaced by Charbel Gomez. One forward on for another. Mounier still on the field. Lapoussin trying to slot it through for Carolus, the substitute, who turns and he goes down, he looks up, the referee is not interested in giving a penalty. He waves, play on. Well now, was there anything in this? Carolus up against Doremus, and then there, I think he knew the contact was coming. Charbel Gomez, the substitute. Well, not a penalty, and Benin still in front. Lapoussin. Madagascar are belatedly looking like a threat here. Back it comes to Alagbe. Benin getting ready to make another change, and we're going to see the veteran forward Mikael Pote coming on. We're going to take off Sebio Suku, who's put in quite a shift on the right flank for the away team this evening. And Mikael Pote coming on, 36-year-old veteran in Michel Dussuillet's squad. Michel Dussuillet, who is in his second spell in charge of the Benin national team. He is well travelled. Two spells in charge of Guinea, one in charge of the Ivory Coast, and get back to Benin for a second spell in 2018. Previously coached them at the Africa Cup of Nations in 2010 when they failed to win a group game. Vast experience of managing in West Africa, Dussuillet, and among his achievements, taking Guinea to the last 8 in 2015 at the Cup of Nations in Equatorial Guinea and Gabon. Here come Benin, looking to put this game to bed once and for all. Madagascar win it back. Metania in the 90th minute now. Looking for Abdallah, and that one is going to drift behind. It will be a corner. A bit of panic in the Benin back line. The fans here in Antananarivo are on their feet, hoping against hope that Madagascar can snatch a point here. Carolus will take it. Remember the other game in this Group J earlier today finished in a 1-1 draw between the Democratic Republic of Congo and Tanzania. Still time maybe for Madagascar to rescue a point tonight. It will be a throw to the home team. We move into added time and wait for the board to come up down below. We've got a free kick given by the Zimbabwean officials. Carolus will take this. The dangerous delivery headed away. I think it was Mounier back mucking in his own penalty box as Benin try to hold on here for the victory. Alagbe will let that run behind, and Lapoussin will put it down for him and urge him to take the goal kick as quickly as possible. Rabisandra Tana's first competitive match in charge of Madagascar set to end in defeat. And they are going to make another change here. Well, they need to make it quickly. Fabrice Racoton-Drab is the number 14 who is supposed to be coming on, but there seems to be some mystery as to who he'll be replacing. So there you go, Jérôme Mumbris, the left back, is the player making way. Another forward coming on. We're already into the 3rd minute of added time here. And the free kick is given. Well, they want every opportunity to get the ball into the box at the moment. Carolus will again come to deliver this. He's been heavily involved since coming on, the 31-year-old who has been playing in Saudi Arabia. Maybe the last chance for Madagascar. The delivery in Alagbe. For the first time in this game, you have to say, making a crucial intervention. It might have been an own goal without him getting in the way of that. Instead, it will be a Madagascar corner in the 94th minute. They can they? Headed away. Still we play on. Metania. Cross is a good one from the right-hand side and comes off a Benin head again. They are suffering under a barrage of high balls into the middle now. Benin so close to the victory to begin their World Cup qualifying campaign. Carolus will deliver this one. The ramifications of this could be huge if Madagascar do get a goal. Poor delivery though. Runs behind, and that is that. Satonan Alagbe on his knees on the line in celebration. A huge victory this for Benin. A big save from him right at the end, and a big first half goal from their big centre forward Steve Mounier. A class above in this game, and Michel Dussuillet's team have a victory to begin their campaign in Group J. They are on top of the section already, as we see the free kick again, and what was very nearly an own goal. I think it was Michael Pote who just come on as a substitute, nearly turning it into his own net. And Benin surviving the corner that followed and the cross that came after that from Lapoussin. It's a 1-0 win for Benin tonight, and they could be in a very strong position if they can beat the Democratic Republic of Congo at home in 4 days' time. That would move them on to 6 points in this section after 2 games. Steve Mounier's goal deciding it. It finishes here. Madagascar 0, Benin 1.
On allait prendre des buts là. On allait prendre des buts, on allait faire notre match, on allait perdre le match.